watch, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Yellow. Underline. It's our time. Easy. 47 miles.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Yellow. Underline.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
40. Yellow.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Broncos 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Bulldozes past him. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Williams. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. It's a 9-yard gain. Moving.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, D. Big series. Rock it. Watch out. 25, check 25. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Ready. 53, check 53. Five. Watch the split.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 jet bomber.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Got it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Protein spill. Hard. 5.
Back to throw. Eason. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Wild field. Tight girl, 15. Get wild.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Yellow. Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, 15.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they would have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Eason. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marcus Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Eason, he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Looking to throw. Eason. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready up. 53, check 53. Greystone, travel. Bravo. Ready.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Rocket, get it.
2nd and 4. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey! Smoke!
2nd and 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Echo.
Man, I got you.
You're out. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw. Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mahomes now on 1st down, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, 43. Delta.
Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run by Lindsey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Okay, just like that.
Sure.
Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. He's got his man. That's Wallace. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. General West.
53. Mike. Watch the run.
Ready.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, lock it.
Rush in. Check three.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Eason setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
He's coming. Go. Look. Squeeze. Switch. Snap.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marcus Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
15 line. 15 line. Pick it up. Take go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to get back.